Now on CoastTV News.
Mainly cloudy day in store for Delmarva with more rain tonight, then becoming very cold into the weekend and early next week. Not as cold for Christmas. Your forecast details coming up.
Repairing sidewalks in Milford, what's being done to increase safety in the area because it is a tripping hazard.
Don't take the fish houses. That they're threatening the entire commercial fishing industry.
That's the concern in Ocean City, how local governments made a big pushback against the effort to build wind farms off our coast.
Rules for rock drinks, what organizers of the Boardwalk Rock Music Festival are requesting when it comes to alcohol beverages.
This is CoastTV News Today.
And it is Wednesday, December 18th, 2024. Good morning, I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Paige Marley. Thanks for being up with us during our 5 o'clock hour.
Yeah, 1 week from today, Paige. 1 week, the big day, Christmas,
Santa's coming.
Santa's coming.
Santa will have already been here at this point.
At this point, yes.
Yeah, he'll be on his way back to the North Pole. I'm so excited. Are you getting like the jitters, the like excited jitters?
Little bit, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got all the decorations up.
Nice. You're
so
set.
I'm with you. I play my music every day.
Boom.
So, yes.
You're good to go. All right, we're going to bring in First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey. Now, Bob, we always say you're a fortune teller. Can you tell what's going to look like Christmas Day yet?
Oh, yeah. You want me to?
Yes.
Okay. It looks like Santa's going to need the wheels for the sleigh, unfortunately. No white Christmas for Delmarva, and it's looking chilly, probably temperatures similar to this later in the day. But right now, 44 in Salisbury, 43 in Delmar, 45 in Georgetown, Milton 44, 51 in Bethany Beach, 49 in Ocean City right now. And the winds, well, the tendency is out of the north, but they're pretty light as we're seeing quite a bit in the way of clouds. We're also seeing a little bit of patchy fog as well. I noticed that on the way in, so watch out for that. That will limit visibility. Otherwise, I think we're looking at lots of clouds as we go through the day. Some peaks of sun as we go through the morning hours, lower 40s at 6 by 9 a.m. We're in the 40s to around 50 degrees. And by noon, we're starting to see more in the way of clouds. Temperatures warming through the 50s, some places touching 60. I think mid-afternoon, cooler at the beaches. Winds picking up as we go into the evening and staying mild. So some of us will touch 60 a little bit later today, but we've got more rain on the way for tonight, then sharply colder into the upcoming weekend. Much more on that and your forecast leading up to Christmas coming up a little bit later on.
Thank you, Bob. New this morning, we're expecting to learn more about projects in Milford that deal with the Mississippi River. The city's Parks and Recreation Advisory Board is expected to review the current state of the Riverwalk extension. Yeah,
CoastTV News reporter Elisa Weber is live in Milford. Elisa, you're currently in the downtown area, and business owners say this area is a tripping hazard.
Yeah, Matt and Paige, I'm currently in downtown Milford by a lot of the shops that are in this area. And the biggest concern here is the current state of the sidewalks. As you can see right here by me, there's pavers that are uneven. You can easily catch your foot on one of these and trip. And this is an area that's very busy, especially on the weekends when people are coming to the shops here and to the restaurants. And business owners told us some of them have even been talking to the city for a while about what needs to be done to fix this area to increase safety. And today the city is going to look at the areas that need to be fixed with those pavers that are uneven. And the city is also going to be looking at the current state of the Riverwalk project. The city says the lighted handrail project has been completed for some time now. And the other problem is fixing the bulkhead at the Mississippi River. The city says that project has been delayed and they have signed a new contract with an engineering firm. And that meeting will be held today at 5:30 and there will be a public comment period. Back to you.
Lisa Weber in Milford. Riverwalk is not the only project being reviewed tonight by Milford's Parks and Recreation Advisory Board. Plans continue to be made for City Hall Plaza. Now, a bid that came back by the contractor at just over $588,000 was recently rejected by City Council. The picnic pavilion at Memorial Park has moved to the design phase, and plans for public restrooms are being reviewed by various departments within DelDOT to make sure the city is compliant with federal regulations.
New this morning, we're learning more about the plans for next spring's Boardwalk Rock Music Festival in Ocean City. Organizers have their application reviewed at the Worcester County Board of License Commissioners meeting. The two-day festival will begin Saturday, May 17th. Setup will be similar to the Ocean's Calling Festival. Organizers are requesting to be allowed to sell alcoholic beverages between noon and 10:30. in the festival area from the inlet to North Division Street. Now, if you want more information about Boardwalk Rock, including the headlining acts, that can all be found on Coast TV's app and our website.
We have an update on a deadly hit and run in Ocean City. Ocean City police are now saying they have arrested 57-year-old James John Johnson, and he is being charged with first and second degree murder. And according to police, the hit and run was intentional. Witnesses saw an SUV allegedly driven by Johnson accelerate and swerve directly into the victim in the parking lot at 92nd Street. Police used surveillance footage and witness statements to identify the driver as Johnson.
The Sussex County Council voted to deny a conditional use request. It would have allowed U.S. Wind to build a substation near the Indian River Power Plant. That substation would have served as the onshore connection point for power generated by wind turbines in the Atlantic Ocean. People at the meeting on both sides cited things like property value, tourism, and the environment as their believed concerns for benefits of that outcome.
$200 million in grid infrastructure upgrades. That's a clear benefit to Sussex County in particular.
They're 10 miles off the beach. They're very, very apparent. And that does have a negative impact on tourism and property values.
U.S. Wind said in a statement, quote, "We know that the law is on our side and we are confident Tuesday's decision will not stand. Our plans to build the region's most important clean energy project are unchanged," end quote. So what does this mean for U.S. Wind? Can construction happen if there's not yet a site for those cables to go onshore? When asked, U.S. Wind referred us to their previous statement, again saying their plans to build are unchanged.
It's not the only thing that happened with U.S. Wind on Tuesday. In Worcester County, commissioners announced plans to use eminent domain to prevent the company from purchasing 2 seafood wholesale properties in West Ocean City's commercial maritime harbor. U.S. Wind's been looking to demolish the harbor's only commercial seafood wholesalers in order to use the area for maintenance and storage. Commissioners cited the potentially negative impact on the commercial fishing industry, and the Chief Administrative Officer, Weston Young, doesn't believe the county is the one with misguided efforts.
There's other properties in the harbor. They could buy the Orsted property. They could buy Pier 23, which is no longer operational. There's other properties. Don't take the fish houses. That they're threatening the entire commercial fishing industry. Bring it.
U.S. Wind was planning to reconstruct the pier after Maryland gave approval to a tidal wetlands license application.
Those were 2 decisions trying to stop the wind farms, or at least important components to it. So we're going to walk you through the timeline as a whole. U.S. Wind won the lease for this wind farm back in 2014. It's drawn some support and some pushback ever since. In 2021, the Maryland Public Service Commission held public hearings on U.S. Wind and other wind farm proposals. Again, been a lot of back and forth since then. Then this fall, the town of Ocean City and others filed a lawsuit against that project, citing the environmental and the view concerns. Then just last week, DENREC gave final approval to run the wind farm cables under State Park beaches to the substation. But again, reminder there, that substation was denied.
This morning, one of Governor John Carney's trusted advisors in Delaware facing charges. According to Delaware courts, Saron Cade, currently the budget director for the state, is being charged with 6 counts of shoplifting. Court documents say Cade allegedly stole 8 items from a Wilmington Home Depot totaling $400. Now, in a statement over the weekend, Governor Carney said Cade is on paid leave due to a personal legal matter.
On Tuesday, Delaware's lone Congresswoman Lisa Blunt Rochester gave her final remarks on the House floor before becoming Delaware's U.S. Senator. She said she's grateful for the last 8 years of her career and is ready to move forward and create history.
So 167 years later, I stand here, the first woman and Black person elected to Congress from Delaware, on the shoulders of our ancestors, delivering my final speech before being sworn in as a United States Senator. My journey represents the promise and potential of America.
And just last month, Blunt Rochester won the open Senate seat currently held by retiring Tom Carper.
Yeah, we're now taking a live look at Washington, D.C. There's the building where Blunt Rochester gave that speech, and it has seen plenty of activity this month. We're now tracking progress towards a Friday deadline. Lawmakers are scrambling to finalize a short-term bill to fund the government or face a shutdown.
Yep, NBC's Bree Jackson shows us how members have begun the blame game for the last-minute pileup.
Lawmakers are racing to avoid another potential partial government shutdown. Republicans unveiling a short-term bill overnight.
It'll go to March 14, and that date was chosen because it coincides with the calendars of the House and Senate, and it makes sense for us to get the appropriations done. But our aim is to do it early in the year.
Among other things, the bill includes $100 billion for disaster relief funding for damage caused by Hurricanes Helene and Milton. There's also $10 billion in aid for farmers, something many Republicans support. But the overall size and scope of the measure is drawing pushback from some members of the GOP.
It's a total dumpster fire. I think it's garbage. This is what Washington, D.C. has done. This is why I ran for Congress to try to stop this.
Top Senate Republicans blame Democrats for the last-minute push.
We're dealing with this mess because the Democrats here in the Senate failed to take up what I think are the most basic responsibilities of our government. That's to fund the military and obviously to spend wisely the taxpayer dollars.
Democrats say getting the measure through Congress before funding expires is a top priority.
We're getting closer to the December 20th deadline, so time is of the essence for Republicans to reach an agreement with us that we can act on quickly.
We are heading into the holidays, and the nation really needs a bipartisan package that will prevent a needless shutdown.
The bill also addresses rising concerns about recent drone sightings that have shut down U.S. airspace. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
And we're just getting started this morning on Coast TV News Today.
And coming up, bringing more to Milton with the McDonald's up and running, what other chain restaurants are now looking to build in the town.
And rental rules taking shape. We're going to show you new regulations in Ocean City and how they could get rid of short-term rentals in part of the town.
Holiday shipping details will tell you how long you have to ship your presents for Christmas delivery. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
At FH Fur, we believe that $29 is a small price to pay to make the holidays brighter for kids in need, which is why we're extending our $29 heating inspection offer through December 31st. For only $29, FH Fur, your Lennox Premier dealer, will perform a complete home heating inspection with the entire amount going directly to the Marine Toys for Tots Foundation. Up to $10,000. Schedule your heating inspection today with FH Fur. Absolutely the best.
877-GOLFER. FHFur.com.
Attention employers on Delmarva. The Delmarva Job Fair, sponsored by the Stokely Center and the Maryland Department of Public Safety and Correctional Services, is back. Join us Saturday, February 1st from 10 to 2 at Delaware Tech in Georgetown. Connect with over 1,000 job seekers all in one place and grow your team. Secure your spot today at the most successful job fair on Delmarva. Go to WBOCevents.com. The Delmarva Job Fair, where great employers meet great talent.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness, itchiness, or coldness? Then you need the new, clinically proven Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way.
After using Legzercise for a week, I felt like I wanted to go for a walk again without pain like I used to.
Legzercise Pro's patented walking simulator propulsion technology moves your feet back and forth along its concave track, creating constant movement and flex at both the knee and ankle joints. It's like having a physical therapist right in your own home.
It's helped with the swelling and the pain. The tingling feeling is gone.
Call right now and order your very own Legzercise Pro, the clinically proven automatic leg mover that soothes pain and naturally promotes healthy circulation. Call now.
Coming up on 5:14 on this Wednesday morning, could see a little bit of patchy fog out there right now in the Spicer Brothers camp. 44 degrees, so it's chilly, not frosty. 39 in Redden right now, 44 in Salisbury, as I mentioned. A little milder at the beaches, 51 in Bethany Beach and 52 in Rehoboth. Winds are calm inland areas, a little bit of a breeze along the coast right now. Now, the visibility is showing 10 miles, but once again, there is patchy fog out there, so use extra caution. Use a low beam headlight this morning. Leave a little extra time to get to work on the morning commute. I did give it the yellow light with the patchy fog, but much better this afternoon. Great visibility, otherwise mostly cloudy, dry, and mild.
New this morning, Salisbury officials will continue to determine what led to this crash that we're showing you on your screen. According to the Salisbury Fire Department, the crash took place Tuesday on Naylor Mill Road, and one person had to be rescued from that collision.
The Federal Reserve is expected to cut interest rates again this week for the final time of 2024. According to the Labor Department, consumer prices jumped up 2.7% for the 12 months ending in November. If the agency announces another interest rate cut, it would mark the third rate cut of the year.
First deadline for shipping packages in time for Christmas Day. It is here. It is today. Now, this is for the U.S. Postal Service's ground trip shipping within the lower 48 states. For the Postal Service Priority Mail Express, you have until Saturday. The deadline for UPS is Thursday or Monday with next day air. And for FedEx, if you're willing to pay for it, you can cut it as close as Christmas Eve with same-day shipping.
No, I can't do that. Nope, I already sent out. All right, still ahead this morning, rental rules are taking shape. We're going to tell you what's next step for proposed regulations for short-term rentals in Ocean City.
Still pretty dark out there. Seeing some clouds on the Hershey exteriors cam in Ocean City. 49 degrees. Lots of clouds for today. One last mild day. Then it's rain tonight with a cold front turning sharply colder. Really cold for the weekend and not as cold leading up to Christmas. Your forecast details in 2 minutes.
Listen to Big 107.7, Delmarva's classic rock station.
When winter comes around, prepare yourself by stocking up at Johnson's Seed and Feed. We carry wood pellets to keep you warm and cozy for those frosty nights, shovels and pet-safe salts to better equip you from the harsh snow. Let us help you find the right bird seeds, feeders, and baths to take care of your feathered friends this winter. Got pets? Don't forget that we carry dog and cat food from local to top brands. Come and stock up on your essentials at Johnson's Seed and Feed.
Ride the wave of Delmarva's vibrant coastal vibes with Coast Life. From hidden gems to sun-kissed trends and captivating local tales. Dive deep and immerse yourself in our coastal rhythm. Catch Coast Life weekdays at 4 on Coast TV.
Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with Rice Robot, the 1, 2, 3 rice cooker. Watch, 1 add the white cup for rice, 2 add the blue cup for water, 3 click it and let Rice Robot perfectly cook it.
The secret is perfect cook technology for even cooking. Then Rice Robot senses when it's done, auto stops and keeps it warm to serve.
It won't burn, overcook or undercook, guaranteed.
Get the complete Rice Robot cooking system, all for just $39.99. Ordered now.
Draper Media, an equal opportunity employer, is dedicated to provide broad outreach regarding job vacancies at the station. We seek the help of local organizations in referring qualified applicants to our station. Organizations that wish to receive our vacancy information should email humanresources@wboc.com.
Listen to Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. We're Delmarva proud.
It is 5:18 on this Wednesday morning, and you are looking live at a mild Ocean City with the lights in the distance along one of the canals. And speaking of lights, Bob, good day today to put up some Christmas decorations if you haven't done so already.
That's right. I know myself, Matt, I've been kind of tacking on a little bit as we get closer to Christmas with those outdoor decorations. This is the last mild, dry day to really do that, to get the Christmas wreath out there, maybe the last of the Christmas lights. So a dry day today, I gave it the green light. And then on Thursday, we're looking at dry conditions, and it will be colder, but still the green light there. And then by Friday, I think we are looking at rain later in the day, and I gave it the yellow light. So try to get those Christmas decorations up earlier in the day. Rain chances next several days. We've got them coming tonight. Widespread rain is likely with a cold front. Then another little sneaky coastal system could give us a cold rain late Friday and Friday night, and then it dries out into the weekend and it gets really, really cold. Right now we're looking at, we'll call it mostly cloudy skies, some breaks of blue out there and some patchy fog, so watch out for that. Otherwise, we're looking at mostly cloudy skies as we go through through the day, but there is a system developing back to the west. Rain across the lower Ohio Valley and also some snow across the upper Midwest. And this system is taking aim at us as we go through time. In the meantime, very cold air is pouring in out of Canada behind this system, and that is what's slated to move in this upcoming weekend. And boy, will we be feeling that. Right now, it's temperatures mainly into the 40s, some lower 50s at the coast. Winds are light, a little bit of a breeze at the coast. So here's Futurecast as we go through time. Some sun this morning and then increasing clouds through the afternoon with 50, some places touching 60 maybe. If you're in the clouds, probably staying in the 50s. The breezes pick up this evening, and so does the rain. Some of that could be heavy at times as this cold front passes through. A little bit after midnight, still raining, and even at 3:30, still seeing the showers, and then it clears out, and it gets windy and colder tomorrow, beginning in the 30s and 40s, and only topping out in the mid to upper 40s later in the day. Now, here's that sneaky coastal system that could graze us with some cold rain later Friday and Friday evening, maybe some snow up into Philadelphia and New York, but it's a cold rain for us. And then following this system, it's that very cold push of air as we head into the weekend. This first bout of rain could give us maybe up to about a quarter inch, and then we're going to tack on some more as we go into the weekend, and maybe about a half an inch. Here's our blast of winter this weekend into early next week. Highs 10 to 20 degrees below average, highs in the 30s, lows in the teens, and staying dry. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, 58 today, then it's only 40s Thursday and Friday. Then the really cold air moves in for the weekend. 37 Saturday, 20 the low on Sunday, and not even getting above freezing on Sunday. 29, 16 the low on Monday morning, 34 Monday. A little milder heading into Christmas Eve. Christina Tropiano is our umbrella winner today from Milton. Congratulations to her from Paul Davis and CoastTV.
Thank you, Bob. Developing news in Ocean City. After months of debating regulations for short-term housing, the town's Planning and Zoning Commission has made a few changes. Here's what is being proposed. The length of time people are allowed to stay overnight would be limited by the number of bedrooms. And for residential neighborhoods, people would have to stay at least 31 days, essentially getting rid of short-term rental options in this zone. We went to Ocean City to learn what people there think about all this. Here's what one man told us.
I personally think it's already so ingrained and it will not work.
Planning and Zoning Commission says it wants to restrict short-term rentals in residential areas. It will eventually be decided by Ocean City Council.
All right, this all brings us to our Coast TV poll on related topics. We want to know, should property managers be required to live within 60 minutes?
Okay, so there's a distribution of the updated votes. 61% say definitely needed, also makes sense and not effective, 17% each, and a few chiming in with too burdensome. If you haven't voted yet, you can still do so at coasttv.com or our mobile app.
All right, coming up on Coast TV News today, bringing more to Milton. We're going to tell you why the owner of a new heavily debated restaurant says business is right where it should be. Don't go anywhere.
You like to keep your beard perfectly groomed, but she hates all that mess. Now there's VacuTrim by Bell & Howell, the total body shaver that trims your hair and vacuums it up. VacuTrim stainless steel blades give you a precision cut, while the built-in vacuum captures the hair shavings. It has 20 trim settings to shape your beard and tame body hair with no mess. Get VacuTrim with free shipping for only $39.95.
Call 1-800-263-0608. That's 1-800-263-0608 or go to vacutrim.com.
Download the Coast TV News app on your Apple or Android devices.
What am I going to do for Christmas gifts this year?
Let's go to the pottery place.
For pottery and statues?
No, they have so much more. Let's go. From the smallest accent pieces to the largest gift ideas, the Pottery Place is your one-stop shop for the most unique finds this holiday season. Shop the largest selection of art, decor, kitchenware, novelties, stocking stuffers, and more. Winter hours starting November 1st from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Let's go to the Pottery Place. The Pottery Place in Fenwick Island, Delaware, a family tradition for over 50 years.
It's the incredible Red Dog, the amazing universal socket tool that fits, grips, and tightens virtually any fastener. Look at all the different sizes and shapes, nuts, bolts, and screws. Any head will do. Red Dog grabs on tight and locks into place fast. It replaces hundreds of different tools, yet it's smaller than a battery. 54 telescoping steel pins mold around any object. Then up to 150 pounds of torque knock out rusted fasteners. You can get Red Dog for just $19.99. Breaking news: Red Dog may be discontinued. Due to supply chain shortages, Red Dog is stopping manufacturing immediately. There's a strict limit of 3 per order while supplies last. Order now.
Call 1-800-519-7208. That's 1-800-519-7208 or visit byreddog.com. Call 1-800-519-7208 now.
For many in our community, the holidays can bring about stress as they strive to create unforgettable moments.
That's where the Bless Our Children campaign can help.
Every penny you give helps families right here on Delmarva.
You can help local children by accepting the Shell Brothers Bless Our Children Challenge. As our thank you, we'll list our business name on the Shell Brothers Honor Roll.
You can donate by sending a check or money order to the address on the screen or online at blessourchildren.org.
Together we can make the holidays this year a special one.
Happening in Milton last week, we saw the opening of the town's McDonald's restaurant. Now there's a request to bring in a Dunkin' Donuts to Milton. With McDonald's up and running, the owner and operator, Michael Mioli, thinks this will fit right in with the town.
We're very deliberate in understanding of Milton's very historic nature, and I think we're going to be certainly a good neighbor, but a nice blend really of the charm that is Milton and the kind of the American tradition that is McDonald's.
On Tuesday, Milton's Planning and Zoning Commission was scheduled to review the site plans for that proposed Dunkin' Donuts.
First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey is back with us. And Bob, I saw you there during the break. You are tracking a mild day along the coast.
Yeah, mild. We're seeing some clouds out there, but pretty mild. Not a bad beach day. Fenwick Island and Ocean City beginning in the 40s. Lots of clouds today and temperatures into the mid to upper 50s. Waves around 1 to 2 feet, maybe 3 feet. And then that ferry ride up to Lewis, not too bad. Looking at temperatures in the mid-50s for Lewis and Rehoboth into the mid-50s. On the Bayside, starting out chilly and then mostly cloudy. Highs only into the mid-50s as we go into this afternoon. And for Crisfield, looking at highs into the 50s, maybe close to 60, especially farther inland. Much more on this last mild day, more rain and very cold weather to come. Your forecast details in the next half hour.
Thank you, Bob. Coming up after the break on CoastTV News today, Sussex substation rejection. Why county officials say they rejected a request by U.S. Wind that would move offshore wind project forward and how the company plans to progress.
Also, Boardwalk Rock beverage policy. What is expected today that could impact next year's new music festival in Ocean City?
And repair roundup in Milton, which areas downtown the city is focusing on. CoastTV will be right back.
Mondays at 5 on Big 107.7. It's time to huddle up and talk football.
We're talking touchdowns, tackles, and everything in between. From game-changing plays to the latest news around the league.
We'll take a deep dive into all of the plays that made a difference.
We'll see you in the end zone.
Catch the End Zone, Mondays at 5 on Big 107.7. Sponsored by Tyndall's Casual Furniture and North Star Heating and Air Conditioning.
Smell funky? Get Skunky, the shower anywhere sponges that clean all your funky parts from your head to your feet and everything in between. Just add water, work it into a rich lather, and it's ready to use. Skunky effectively lifts and removes oil and dirt from your skin and hair without any rinsing required. Just towel dry and you're done without any sticky residue. Skunky is ideal for contractors or anyone who works outdoors. A hiking, fishing, or camping trip wouldn't be complete without Skunky. Skunky is a game changer for all ages and a must for elder care. Call now and get 20 Skunky 60-second shower pads for only $9.99. But wait, order now and we'll send you 5 more absolutely free. That's 25 showers for only $9.99. There's a strict limit of 1 family pack per order at this incredibly low price. Order now.
To order, call 1-800-615-9517 or visit GetSkunky.com. That's GetSkunky.com. Order now.
Hi,
Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. It has the motor and blades built right into the lid, so blend a shake at the gym, make pina coladas by poolside, or grind coffee beans for an iced cold brew on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99 with free shipping. You'll also get 2 sipping lids, a second container, and the sports lid. Get it all for just $29.99. Order now.
Now on Coast TV News.
Mainly cloudy day in store for Delmarva with more rain tonight and becoming very cold into the weekend and early next week. Not as cold for Christmas. Forecast details coming up.
Walkway improvements in Milford, the current state of pavers in the town, and where the Riverwalk project currently stands.
Also in Milford, pot plans. We have a reaction from a public hearing over the sale of marijuana in that city.
Against the wind, the big move made by local governments that created obstacles for the offshore wind project.
This is Coast TV News Today.
December 18th, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us. I'm Paige Marley.
Time is 5:30, and as Bob just talked about, mild weather today, and it doesn't look like we will have a white Christmas, at least here on Delmarva.
No, yeah, and he warned us about that like a week ago. He's like, look, it's not looking good. So if any of you were like, come on, Bob, he did warn us.
Yes.
It wasn't going to look good.
Yeah,
but
don't get on him now.
No.
Last week was your time to yell at Bob.
And we still have like 2 more months of winter left after this, right? January, February?
Actually, we're technically still in fall.
Are we really?
Yeah. Yes, we are.
Oh, okay. I'm all messed up, Bob.
How about that?
I'm on the meteorological schedule. That's just it's winter for me, Bob. I'm sorry.
It's winter for a lot of us. We have meteorological winter that began December 1st. Officially, winter starts on Saturday. And yeah, Christmas not looking white for Delmarva. We're looking at temperatures in the 40s this morning, even 39 in Red and 44 in Delmar. Lower 50s from Rehoboth to Bethany Beach right now. No wind, inland areas, a little bit of a breeze along the coast. And there is some patchy fog out there, so watch out for limited visibility in spots. Otherwise, mostly cloudy skies. It'll be a mostly cloudy day for Delmarva. Not a lot going on right now. So futurecast this morning, we have the patchy fog. Watch for that. We'll see some breaks of sunshine this morning with 40s and 50s by noon into the mid 50s and then close to 60 as we go into the afternoon with more clouds becoming breezy this evening, and then the rain eventually builds in later tonight. For the kiddos at the bus stop, be careful out there. Watch for the patchy fog, 42, and then heading back from school dry and cool around 57.
Today, the Milford Parks and Recreation Advisory Board is holding a meeting where members will be discussing the current state of the Riverwalk extension and the city's walkways.
Coast TV News reporter Elisa Weber is live in Milford. The downtown area and business owners say this area is a tripping hazard. Good morning, Elisa.
Good morning, Matt and Paige. I'm currently in downtown Milford, and this is a busy area. There's a lot of people that walk through here. There's a lot of shops, but a major concern here is the current state of the pavers. Now, as you can see right down here, there's a lot of uneven pavers, and you could easily catch your foot on one of these if you weren't paying attention. So it is a major tripping hazard, and today the city is actually going to talk about ways to fix some of these pavers that are a concern, and they're going to look at those areas that need immediate attention. And the city is also going to be talking about the current state of the Riverwalk project. The city says the lighted handrail project has been completed for some time now, and the other problem is the bulkhead needs to be repaired at the Mississippian River. The city says the project has been delayed, and they have signed a new contract with an engineering firm. And we spoke with one business owner in downtown Milford who says fixing up the walkways would likely help out business.
I think it's great that we're going to be working on expanding or fixing, just because now that we have so many more opportunities with the town of Milford, having our First Fridays or any of the Saturday things and events that we have, there's a lot of walking traffic.
And that meeting will be held tonight at 5:30, and there will be a public comment period. Back to you.
Lisa, thank you. Happening today, we should be learning more about the alcohol beverage policy for next year's Boardwalk Rock Music Festival in Ocean City. Organizers will have their applications reviewed at the Worcester County Board of License Commissioners meeting. The two-day festival begins Saturday, May 17th. Organizers are requesting to be allowed to sell alcoholic beverages between noon and 10:30 in the festival area, which is on the inlet to North Division Street.
Here's an update on a story that we've been covering for quite some time, and depending on your point of view, it's either a win or a setback in the effort to build a wind farm off of our coast. On Tuesday, the Sussex County Council voted to deny a conditional use request. This would have allowed U.S. Wind, the alternative energy company, to build a substation near the Indian River power plant. The substation would have served as the onshore connection point for power generated by wind turbines in the Atlantic Ocean. U.S. Wind said in a statement, quote, "We know that the law is on our side and are confident that Tuesday's decision will not stand. Our plans to build the region's most important clean energy project are unchanged," end quote. U.S. Wind may also need to find a new staging area for its equipment in Ocean City. On Tuesday, the Worcester County Commissioners announced plans to use eminent domain to prevent the company from purchasing 2 seafood wholesale properties in West Ocean City's commercial maritime harbor.
Happening now, we have an update on a deadly hit and run that happened in Ocean City. Ocean City police say they have arrested 57-year-old James John Johnson. He's being charged with first and second-degree murder, along with various other charges. According to police, the hit and run was intentional, and according to investigators, witnesses saw an SUV allegedly driven by Johnson accelerate and swerve directly into the victim in the parking lot at 92nd Street. Police used surveillance video and witness statements to identify that driver as Johnson. Happening now, rules, regulations, and fear. Milford continuing to mule over how they want to handle recreational marijuana.
Yeah, Tuesday, a big decision continued on what Milford should do regarding marijuana laws. CoastTV reporter Brendan Conroy shows us how the ordinance plan definitely has a lot of thought going into it.
Recreational marijuana right around the corner. That could be the case soon for people who live in Milford. The Planning Commission met Tuesday to discuss zoning rules and regulations governing the recreational sale of the drug in the city.
Permitted uses in the highway commercial zone.
Nicholas Pace lives in Milford and is on board.
I am pro-marijuana. I use marijuana. Nothing against it. Just use it respectfully.
But thinks the proper regulations are always important.
I don't know about other people, but around the schools, I don't think it should be sold or brought to the attention of the children as much at an early age.
Entering this meeting, the Planning Commission was considering 3 different ordinances. One would have banned the recreational sale of pot. That was left on the cutting room floor. The other 2 both allow for recreational sales, but with different rules and regulations. Those are the 2 ordinances that will now be sent for City Council's consideration. Tuesday was just a workshop, so there were no official decisions made, but there will be more serious talks when it's brought in front of City Council in January. Despite all the meetings, public comment sessions, and workshops, one woman in Milford says this is all happening too quickly.
I think that this is a huge decision for our city council, and I think that it seems like this is kind of like on a fast track.
There is still more that has to be determined before anyone will be selling marijuana in Milford. But the process continues to move forward, and once a final decision is made by City Council, Milford could be one of the few coastal towns or cities where people can make some green by selling some green. For Coast TV News, I'm Brendan Conroy.
On Tuesday, Delaware Congresswoman Lisa Blunt Rochester gave her final remarks on the House floor before becoming Delaware's U.S. Senator. She said she is grateful for the last 8 years of her career and is ready to move forward and create history.
So 167 years later, I stand here, the first woman and black person elected to Congress from Delaware, on the shoulders of our ancestors, delivering my final speech before being sworn in as a United States Senator. My journey represents the promise and potential of America.
And last month, Blunt Rochester won the open Senate seat currently held by retiring Tom Carper, and she'll be sworn in as Delaware's next senator on January 3rd. Happening now, police in Baltimore are investigating after they say one person is dead, several others are injured. This is after a shooting and a car crash. At least 9 people were taken to local hospitals there. It's not clear if their injuries were the results of gunshots or the crash, but witnesses say they heard more than a dozen shots fired. First responders say when they arrived at the scene, they found the vehicle fully engulfed in flames.
We're going to take a live look now at our nation's capital. Congressional leaders say they now have a plan to avoid a government shutdown this weekend. A stopgap spending plan leaders unveiled last night appears to have bipartisan support in both chambers. It moves the funding deadline from this Friday to March 14th, and it provides almost $100 billion in disaster aid. Much of that's for FEMA's relief fund, the Small Business Administration's disaster loan program, and for assistance for farmers.
We worked really hard to achieve consensus on a bill that responsibly funds the government into March of next year.
Some Republicans are frustrated with the bill, saying they want more time to read it. Others saying they didn't have enough input.
Got a lot more news to get to. Don't go anywhere.
Still coming up this morning, Salisbury officials looking into the cause of a crash. We're going to tell you what first responders say about that collision.
Also, Henlopen girls basketball battle, the second half surge that produced a win for Del Mar.
And the results of a heavily debated gate in Lewis. We're going to tell you perspectives from both sides of that fence. Stick with us on Coast TV News Today.
We salute Private First Class Lonnie Woody, a proud veteran who served with honor in the U.S. Army until his passing in March 2022. His service took him across the globe, including stations in Germany and Korea, where he contributed significantly to our military efforts.
Spicer Brothers and Coast TV are honoring military persons and first responders serving Delmarva. If you have a family member, friend, or community member that you would like to nominate for a Coast TV salute, go to coasttvsalutes.com.
Coverage on the road, in your community, along the coast. The IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep, live on the street, day or night. From breaking news to weather in your town. The IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep, coverage you can count on.
This is the revolutionary socket fan by Bell & Howell. The amazing 2-in-1 ceiling fan and light. If you can screw in a light bulb, you can hang the socket fan light. Socket fan comes with this handy remote. You can control the light and the breeze that you need. Socket fan fits any standard light socket. You can do it yourself in less than 10 seconds.
And now, the socket fan lights with deep socket extender is yours for $49.95 with free shipping. Order now, and you can get a second fan for 50% off.
Get cool fast with Socket Fan.
You like to keep your beard perfectly groomed, but she hates all that mess. Now there's VacuTrim by Bell & Howell, the total body shaver that trims your hair and vacuums it up. VacuTrim stainless steel blades give you a precision cut, while the built-in vacuum captures the hair shavings. It has 20 trim settings to shape your beard and tame body hair with no mess. Get VacuTrim with free shipping for only $39.95.
Call 1-800-263-0608. That's 1-800-263-0608 or go to vacutrim.com.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things.
You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too, and that's why we did something about it.
We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers.
We are normal people just like you.
And together, we can make a difference.
Take on your legacy.
To learn more, visit nationalguard.com/DC.
Take the holidays with you wherever you go, but not the same old songs over and over. The Duck has hundreds of holiday tunes. Enjoy 24/7 Christmas music on 107.1 The Duck, your Christmas variety station.
Just about 5:42 on our Wednesday morning, looking at some clouds. Some fog out there, not so on the Tidal Health Cam in Salisbury 44, but maybe where you are. All the airports are reporting 10 miles visibility, but there is some limited visibility in spots. 44 in Salisbury and Del Mar right now, 45 in Georgetown, 51 in Rehoboth, and 50 in Bethany Beach. And we've got light winds, so really not too many weather hazards this morning. So make sure you grab the extra large coffee out the door. That's a good size. 59 dry and cool conditions, and call the Coast TV First Alert weather phone. It's sponsored by Baird Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
Thank you, Bob. A gate debate settled after Sussex County Council met. Council voted 4-1 for amendments that would ensure a gate joins fencing that divides the governor's neighborhood and a future development. Neighbors say if opened up, they fear traffic would increase through their streets. Mike Vincent was the one lone vote no, saying homeowners should have known when they bought it a road was possible. Quick reminder for you, Coast TV is your destination for football this weekend. On Saturday, the Houston Texans take on the Kansas City Chiefs, a special holiday game starting at noon. Kickoff is at 1 p.m. For Sunday Night Football, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers face off against the Dallas Cowboys. That game begins at 7, and then stay right here for your local coverage on Coast TV News at 11.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good morning, sports fans. Del Mar girls basketball looking for their third straight win and visiting Woodbridge last night. In the first is Jada Plummer getting the Raiders 3 ball. Shortly after, Plummer with another one, this time from way downtown. The first quarter would end up with the Raiders in front 7-6. On to quarter two, Del Mar's Layla Brown gets the pass and spins around for the jumper, nothing but net. The Wildcats take the lead 8-7. Del Mar would add to their lead with this down-court pass to Yanni Hunt. No one is there to defend, and she lays it in. 10-7 Wildcats. Still early in the quarter, Ajia Cannon is going to be left all alone in the corner, and she makes the Wildcats pay with the triple for Woodbridge. 10-10 at half. We head to the start of the second half. The inbound makes it to Deja Doughton, who gives it to Hunt, and she puts it in for two. The Wildcats get out in front, and Del Mar would keep their lead for the rest of the half and basically ice the game with this score. Following the inbound by Ivani Brown, and the Del Mar Wildcats grab their third win of the season, defeating Woodbridge 32-25. And tune into the Governor's Challenge next weekend from December 26th to the 30th. The country's largest holiday tournament welcomes 140 teams from 14 different states, DC and Canada, to the Eastern Shore right after Christmas. Watch it live on DSN and stream games from 5 courts only on DSN+. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day.
And coming up tonight on DSN at 6:30, Henlopen Conference Wrestling. Milford visits Cape. Then for a full recap of all of tonight's action, tune in to the final score at 10:30 on the DSN Plus app. 4:20, Easton Kent Island will face off in hockey. At 5, it is high school wrestling, featured Arcadia, Nandua, and Mardella. More wrestling at 6 with Caravel and Cesar Rodney. And at 7, Sussex Central will take on Polytech. You just heard Michelle talk about it. The 42nd annual Governor's Challenge. It's back in Salisbury. 140 teams from 14 states, D.C. and Canada, hit the courts from December 26th through the 30th. And the Delmarva Sports Network is your exclusive home for all the action. To stream the Governor's Challenge, you do need to download the DSN app or go to delmarvasportsnetwork.com and subscribe to DSN Plus.
During the holiday season, Draper Media's Bless Our Children campaign works to bring the Christmas spirit to everyone. So, of course, we always like to share the cards and the donations that we have received. This beautiful card right here from Mike and Nancy West out of Selbyville. Thank you so much for your card and for your donation. Don't forget, we still need all of your help to make sure every child on Delmarva has a present to open Christmas morning. Our initiative already has raised over $300,000. If you want to donate online, you can do that as well. Go to blessourchildren.org. It is time now for today's Holiday House. We're going to show you a festive outdoor display. On your screen right now, a light display at a home in Seaford. It looks great. Decorations, not too much, but not too little. Am I right? It looks perfect. Happy holidays to that family in Seaford, and thank you for sending that to us. Don't forget, we want to see your bright lights and your festive setups. Send us pictures and videos to coasttv.com/holidayhouse. And next week, don't forget, you can tune in for Coast TV's Christmas special, A Del Marvelous Christmas. It will highlight heartwarming stories for you and your family to enjoy this Christmas. Tune in first, 11 p.m. on Christmas Eve. You can watch it again Christmas Day at 5 p.m.
It is a mostly cloudy morning across Delmarva, 44 in Salisbury. There is some patchy fog, so watch out for that. Otherwise, lots of clouds today. One last mild day, rain tonight, then turning colder, much colder for the weekend, not as cold for Christmas. Your forecast details after the break.
Delmarva's Holiday House, sponsored by Beta Beach Builders.
Ride the wave of Delmarva's vibrant coastal vibes with Coast Life. From hidden gems to sun-kissed trends and captivating local tales. Dive deep and immerse yourself in our coastal rhythm. Catch Coast Life weekdays at 4 on Coast TV.
You push it. You try to hold them shut, but your doors won't stay closed no matter what. Introducing Ruby Monkey Magnets. Ultra-thin magnetic plates that will keep your doors and drawers shut. Just peel to reveal the super strong adhesive. Place the monkey, then the magnet, and close. Installation is that simple, and now you have a door that will stay shut. The secret is the ultra-strong industrial magnet's powerful attraction that holds tight. Monkey magnets work on most surfaces and are perfect for cabinets, dresser drawers, sliding closet doors, and more. Even your outdoor problems are solved in an instant because they're corrosion and rust resistant. Call or go online now to get 8 sets of monkey magnets for only $9.99. Due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get monkey magnets at this low price. There is a strict limit of 1 house pack per order. Call now.
Call 1-800-453-9032. That's 1-800-453-9032. Call or visit getmonkeymagnets.com. So call 1-800-453-9032 now.
Introducing Paisano, the authentic pizza oven by Granite Stone. Now make the world's most delicious pizza with real stone right in your own home. You simply set it and let it make golden, crispy, extra cheesy stone-baked pies in under 6 minutes. You can get your Paisano pizza oven for just 3 easy payments of $39.99. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free.
Call 1-800-608-5198 or order online at buypaisano.com.
Hi, this is Jimmy Hoppa inviting you to join us as we take the cross to the country. Christian country and Southern gospel, all to celebrate our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Taking the cross to the country, Sunday mornings at 8 on Coast Country. Sponsored by Fitzgerald Salvage and Recycling.
5:49 on your Wednesday morning. Let's take a live look now at Salisbury. Probably not too busy there right now, Bob. I would imagine all the college kids are going back to wherever they came from for Christmas break. So maybe they're enjoying some less traffic there.
I would think so. And we're looking at dry roads. If you are traveling this morning, we're looking at quiet conditions out there. A little bit of patchy fog. Watch out for that. And we have more rain chances on the way. Cold front tonight gives us a widespread chance for rain. Then there's another little sneaky coastal system that could give us a cold rain later Friday and Friday night. Then it dries out after that and it gets just really cold as we go into the weekend. And clouds and radar right now, not showing too much. We're looking at mostly cloudy skies. There is some patchy fog, so watch out for that. Maybe the clouds a little thicker, southern tip of Delmarva right now. Otherwise, we're looking at quiet conditions over the top of us right now. There is a system back to the west with some rain across the Ohio Valley and snow in the colder air across the Great Lakes. This system in front will be heading our way as we go into tonight, giving us that rain chance. And then, boy, we're going to open the floodgates to a lot of cold air that's pouring out of Canada behind this system, and that will be moving in this upcoming weekend. Right now, not too bad. 45 in Delmar and Georgetown, 44 in Milton, 49 Bethany Beach, and 49 in Ocean City. Right now, all the airports are reporting 10 miles visibility, but there is some lower visibility in spots. So we'll be dealing with that patchy fog through about 8 or 9 a.m. Mid-morning, some sunshine, 40s to around 50 in Long Neck. By noon, we do start to increase the clouds, and then we're close to 60 by about 2:30. 59 in Selbyville and Delmar. If you see enough sun, you could hit 60. Otherwise, mainly 50s. Winds pick up out of the south tonight and not as cold. In fact, mild as this cold front moves in. Here come the showers later this evening. Maybe some heavier showers right through midnight into the overnight hours. Then the system clears out tomorrow morning. It gets breezy and cold behind it, beginning in the 30s and 40s, and only topping out in the mid to upper 40s by tomorrow afternoon. Now, here's that sneaky coastal system as we go into Friday. It's off the coast, but I think it will throw some rain back across Delmarva. And in the colder air, we could be looking at some snow from Philadelphia up into New York. So if you're hitting the roads for Christmas, farther north, there could be snow. But for us, it's just a cold rain as we go into Friday evening. And then it's just that really cold air funneling in behind this system into the weekend. Could see maybe about 2/10 of an inch of rain between now and tonight. And then with that next system Friday night, we could tack on a little more. So maybe a grand total of about 3/10 of an inch. A blast of winter for sure this weekend into early next week. Highs 10 to 20 degrees below average. Highs in the 30s, lows in the teens, and it will be staying dry. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast, 58 today, but then only 40s, mid to upper 40s Thursday and Friday. And then the real cold air for the weekend and Monday. Highs only in the 30s Saturday, 29 on Sunday, 16 Monday morning, 34 on Monday. Mostly sunny on Christmas Eve and 45 on Tuesday.
All right, thank you, Bob. New this morning, the Delaware Department of Motor Vehicles says a new program will allow third-party organizations to provide commercial driver's license tests. The agency says starting next spring, organizations can begin providing tests as long as they adhere to federal and agency standards. These include creating a route for a road test and completing a training program.
Happening now, Salisbury officials are continuing to investigate what led to a crash we're going to show you on your screen. According to the Salisbury Fire Department, that crash took place Tuesday on Naylor Mill Road, and one person actually had to be rescued from that collision. We'll be right back.
Attention employers on Delmarva. The Delmarva Job Fair, sponsored by the Stokely Center and the Maryland Department of Public Safety and Correctional Services, is back. Join us Saturday, February 1st from 10 to 2 at Delaware Tech in Georgetown. Connect with over 1,000 job seekers all in one place and grow your team. Secure your spot today at the most successful job fair on Delmarva. Go to WBOCevents.com. The Delmarva Job Fair, where great employers meet great talent.
You need to lose weight, but you hate lugging out that big blender for a healthy shake. Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. Designed like this shake bottle you take to the gym, it has the motor and blades built right into the lid. Bionic Blade quickly creates smooth drinks just like the big blenders. But this is portable, so you can make a shake anywhere. Make pina coladas right by poolside. Even grind coffee beans and make a quick, refreshing iced coffee pick-me-up on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99 and we'll even ship it to you free. But wait, order now and get 2 sipping lids, a second large blender container, plus the sports lid. Yours free. You'll get this entire portable blending system for just $29.99. Call or click now.
To order, call 1-800-709-7148 or go to buybionicblade.com. So call 1-800-709-7148 or you can order online at buybionicblade.com.
It's the incredible Red Dog, the amazing universal socket tool that fits, grips, and tightens virtually any fastener. Look at all the different sizes and shapes, nuts, bolts, and screws. Any head will do. Red Dog grabs on tight and locks into place fast. It replaces hundreds of different tools, yet it's smaller than a battery. 54 telescoping steel pins mold around any object. Then, up to 150 pounds of torque knock out rusted fasteners. You can get Red Dog for just $19.99. Breaking news: Red Dog may be discontinued. Due to supply chain shortages, Red Dog is stopping manufacturing immediately. There's a strict limit of 3 per order while supplies last. Order now.
Call 1-800-519-7208. That's 1-800-519-7208 or visit byreddog.com. Call 1-800-519-7208 now.
It's now 5:55 this morning. It's time now to check in with our coastal pet of the day.
And today's coastal pet of the day, look at this cool cat who is ready for the holidays. That is Romero. You can see Romero already has the Christmas party off on about a week in advance of Christmas, and Romero was submitted to us by Romeo in Millsboro. A lot of R's there. Paige.
Romero and Romeo?
Yeah.
I wonder how Romeo got his name.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
How is he sitting like that?
My cat will do that once in a while, yeah.
That's wild. I've never seen that. That's cute. Okay, we want to see all your pets on Delmarva. Keep sending us photos. Tell us what makes your pet so special.
Yeah, scan that QR code at the top of your screen to submit your furry friend to Coast TV News, and then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
Cool. 5:56 now. Time for a look at your forecast before you head out the door.
They got some spring-like temperatures, Bob, as we're about ready to officially hit winter.
Yeah, I don't know about spring-like, but not bad. Temperatures a little bit above average as we're looking at temperatures this morning in the lower 40s. Watch for patchy fog. Otherwise, some sun this morning, then more clouds this afternoon. 50s to close to 60 in places. Paul Davis 10-day forecast. We're looking at rain tonight and then much cooler Thursday and Friday. Temperatures into the mid-40s and the really cold air settles in as we go over the weekend. 37 Saturday, 29 on Sunday, only 16 Monday morning. It does moderate a little bit by Christmas. 46 on Christmas Day and a chance for rain.
Coming up at 6, efforts to repair hazardous walkways in Milford and where the Riverwalk project currently stands. All that and more when Coast TV News Today returns.
NBC News Daily, weekdays at 1 on Coast TV.
These fields are empty now, but soon they'll be alive.
Some teams can only dream to play it because they can't afford it. And that is why Toyota is sponsoring Delmarva's Dream Team.
We're looking for teams from any sport and any level. Each month, your Delmarva Toyota dealer will give one local team a $1,000 grant. And after the year, one finalist will receive an additional $3,000.
Nominate your dream team at DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com under the Features tab.
DSN's Delmarva's Dream Team, sponsored by your local Toyota dealer.
Stay tuned to get a free automatic toilet bowl cleaner from Mermaid. Your sink stopper's broken, and fixing a drain is a pain. Introducing Mermaid Drain Magic, the instant solution to most broken drains. Just remove and replace. In seconds, you can fill and drain with a simple press of a button. Drain Magic makes replacing your old, broken, rusty, even missing sink stoppers fast and easy. Drain Magic's anti-clogging basket helps prevent clogs in your sink, catching hair, food, even jewelry. Made with brass and chrome and a silicone gasket, it creates a watertight seal. Order your Mermaid Drain Magic today for only $19.99 and get a Mermaid toilet bowl cleaner absolutely free. Drop it in the tank for up to 3 months of cleaning. But wait, this could be your last chance to get Drain Magic at this low price with free toilet bowl cleaner. There's a strict limit of 3, so order now.
Call 1-800-944-6857 or visit GetDrainMagic.com. So call 1-800-944-6857 or visit GetDrainMagic.com now.
This is the revolutionary socket fan by Bell & Howell. The amazing 2-in-1 ceiling fan and light. If you can screw in a light bulb, you can hang the socket fan light. Socket fan comes with this handy remote. You can control the light and the breeze that you need. Socket fan fits any standard light socket. You can do it yourself in less than 10 seconds.
And now, the socket fan lights with deep socket extender is yours for $49.95 with free shipping. Order now, and you can get a second fan for 50% off.
Get cool fast with socket fan.
Now on CoastTV News.
Cloudy day in store for Delmarva. More rain tonight, then becoming very cold into the weekend and early next week. Not as cold for Christmas. Forecast details coming up.
Repairing sidewalks in Milford, why this area is a tripping hazard, and what is being done to increase safety.
Don't take the fish houses. That they're threatening the entire commercial fishing industry.
That's the concern in Ocean City, how local governments made a big pushback against the effort to build wind farms off our coast.